back, friends, to the Cadaver Club. I'm Ben. Gonna do a movie pickup video for you, but buckle up because I got a lot of shit to show you. I'm gonna start with some more standard releases and then it's all limited editions, baby. But to start with, we have the Eureka release of 976 Evil. Look at this beautiful slipcover, man. Now this is a film that I had never seen until I got this release. Yeah, I always remember seeing this at the video store. And man, what a movie. This is Robert Englund's directorial debut. And what can I say, man? I love a movie that has some outdated technology, man. It just makes me smile. And 976 numbers fit that bill perfectly. You know, if I see a cell phone in a briefcase, I am over the moon. Yeah, 976 Evil, super fun movie. Yeah, it's classic, man. I had a lot of fun watching it. And this one, not as much fun to watch, but I really liked it. Saint Maud. Now, if you know me, you know that I love me some A24 art house style movies. And I'd been waiting for this one. I saw the trailer like years ago or something, and it was delayed and delayed and delayed. And I'd been really looking forward to it. And then a bunch of people saw it and were pretty disappointed in it. I heard a lot of sort of mixed stuff about this one. So I sort of lowered my expectations going into it. Yeah, this is the Studio Canal release. It's a British release. I don't think there's been a US release on the Blu-ray yet. It is VOD, but this one comes with some art cards and stuff. Anyway, Saint Maud, terrific movie. You know, I understand why people don't like it or wouldn't like it, but for me, I thought it was a pretty gripping character study, story about isolation and sort of mental illness, with a hell of a third act, man. I really liked it. I thought it was very well done. I'd recommend it, but a lot of people didn't like it. But anyway, next we got a few Criterion releases. I picked up Rosemary's Baby on Blu-ray. This was an upgrade from my old DVD. And of course, yeah, Criterion Collection. I had heard my homie Drew over on Hey Isn't That Devon Graham had mentioned that these were going to be going out of print or some such stuff. So I figured the time was now to do the upgrade. I absolutely love this film. Just a bona fide classic. I did a review of it with Three from the Grave. I will link that video somewhere if you want to hear my thoughts on it. And then keeping it with Criterion, I picked up The Silence of the Lambs. Now, of course, this is a beautiful release. I just did two different videos on this. First one was, what is horror? Where I discussed that I never considered this to be a horror movie, even though a lot of people do. And I just talked about that a little bit. But man, what an absolute classic. And then of course I kicked off horror karaoke with Goodbye Horses. I'm just pure shit doing these showcases. I'm not even gonna try, man. I guarantee you there's someone on YouTube who's done this 1000% better than I'm going to do. So go watch their video. Anyway, next I got some Arrow stuff. So let's see. First up, we have this beautiful release of Beyond Reanimator. Look at that slipcase. Now, I haven't cracked this open because I usually don't open these things until I get ready to watch them. It's just part of the ritual for me, man. I like it that way. But this is a film that I have never seen. I love the first two movies. And I never picked up that Best Run release. And yeah, so this is the first time I've owned this, and it will be the first time I watch it. When I get around to watching it, but I'm looking forward to it. I love Jeffrey Combs, man. I love Reanimator. What can I say? So I know that it's the weakest of the three, or so I understand. So I'll go in with some modest expectations, but I'm still really looking forward to checking out the third of that trilogy. Anyway, we got the Demons Limited Edition 4K set, Demons 1 and 2. Now, again, you know, there are numerous unboxing videos of this. It does have some cool packaging. Some people absolutely hate this package because if you pull it off the shelf, you leave half of it behind. And it is a little funky, you know, the Old Boy limited edition is similar style with the elevator doors that opens, but that comes with like a J card that holds it together real well. This one, actually the adhesive is already failing, so this one doesn't really work too well. But at any rate, I've only watched the first one so far. It looked fantastic in 4K. I've heard people rave about the transfer, and yes, it was amazing. Haven't watched the second one in 4K yet, but they're both amazing, you know, 80s Italian horror movies, man. The first one's a bona fide classic. The second one is not as good, but I like it. Yeah, fun movies, man. So I'm stoked to get that. And then again, haven't opened this one yet, but I picked up the Crash 4K limited edition set. Now, I have not seen this movie since it first came out in the 90s. Yeah, I'm looking forward to revisiting this, you know, sort of about these people that sort of fetishize car crashes. So there's like a automotive crash sexualized component to this. I have a friend who absolutely loves this movie, so I am looking forward to revisiting it. So that is Crash 4K. And of course, Tremors 4K. I have not watched this transfer yet either. I recently watched Tremors, you know, within the last few months, so I will visit this at some point soonish. But I do love me some Arrow limited edition releases, so yeah, what can you do? So far, all the 4K releases I've seen from them have been pretty fantastic. All right, and on to a very special release. This one is a movie that I had never seen before, but had seen this release for, and this is the Mondo Vision sort of velvet limited edition box set of Possession. This is gorgeous, man. This is a beautiful edition. I saw my homie Leon from Undead Nightmare 24 had picked this up, and I had been wanting to watch this movie for a year or two. So yeah, I was sold. I said, hey man, that thing looks fucking awesome. I'm picking it up. So yeah, it's sort of like this velvet window box. And then it comes out here. I will link Leon's video. He did like a thorough going through. I'll just do a quick like, here it is type of situation. But this movie was, what a movie, man. This was a bizarre one. This set, by the way, comes with the movie on Blu-ray and the soundtrack as well. It was limited to 2,000. I got number 975. But anyway, yeah, this movie is a weird fucking movie, but I liked it. Sort of reminded me when I watched this Killing of a Sacred Deer, sort of how that acting is super stylized. This one felt similar because the lines of dialogue, the content of what the characters were saying did not match their delivery of said dialogue in a really interesting way. And then, of course, there is an absolutely amazing subway miscarriage scene that is just mesmerizing. So the actress won the Best Actress at Cannes that year. So definitely worth checking out. This is a beautiful set. And yeah, I'm glad I got it. Glad I finally got to watch it as well. And now on to some Second Sight limited editions. So the first one I got was, anyway, Horan Taj. I watched his unboxing video of this, The Nightingale. And this is a movie I had been meaning to pick up and watch, but hadn't done so yet. And I saw him get the Second Sight limited edition set. This basically started with that goddamn Dawn of the Dead set, and I was like, oh man, these guys aren't fucking around. So then I picked this one up, and now I'm sort of like in too deep, and now I got to get all of these. So anyway, back to the Nightingale. Yeah, it's a beautiful set, man. Like, nice box, sort of like, you know, as good or better than the Arrow sets. Comes with some art cards. I'll link Tony's video too, so you can check his out. But I like this sort of smoke gray emery cases these things come in as well. And yeah, I love me a good colonial Australian period piece, man. I've only seen a few of them. The other one I really like is The Proposition, sort of a Western, but set in colonial Australia, with an amazing score and soundtrack by Nick Cave. And anyway, Nightingale, just a brutal revenge tale, like I said, told in a period setting, but very well done. And yeah, Jennifer Kent. This was her follow-up to The Babadook, which I really liked. And this movie felt, I don't know, it felt bigger, you know what I mean? It felt convincing, the period. It felt like it was taking place in there. Very well done. So I'm really looking forward to seeing what she does after this. But like I said, I sort of, I picked that up. And so then, of course, now I got to get all these other ones. Revenge, Second Sight, limited edition set. Again, this is samesies, comes with the booklet. This booklet is a little thicker, I believe. I'm garbage at showing these, so I guarantee you can find someone on YouTube that's much better than me. Also comes with this big ass poster. And I like this movie. It's not hyper realistic, you know, as far as the telling goes. But look at these colors, man. I love it. That sort of teal orange desert setting with the pink text. Beautiful. But yeah, just a interesting, stylized, sort of over-the-top revenge story that uses a lot of fake blood in the third act. Yeah, I liked Revenge quite a bit. And then these three, let's see, I'll start here. I haven't opened these yet because I haven't watched them yet, but The Host, this was, of course, Keith over at Euphoria Pictures had picked this one up and absolutely fucking tore it a new asshole. But I like this film. You know, it's not groundbreaking, but I like that during this time of lockdown, these filmmakers found a way to bring us horror people some entertainment, man. It was made completely over Zoom calls, and I appreciate that. You know, it's low budget. It's not super original because Unfriended had done it before, but I still liked it. I thought there were some creepy moments, and yeah, I liked it. So I was had no problem picking up the set. I think he had some buyer's remorse after getting the set, but I liked it. And of course, The Strangers, classic. Absolutely loved this movie when I first saw it. And I like the sequel quite a bit too. But at any rate, yeah, The Strangers, I have not seen this one in probably 7 or 8 years, I'd guess. But I am looking forward to watching this one again. And like I said, I'm in too deep, so I had to pick up the goddamn Second Sight limited edition set. And then this one, Under the Shadow. Now this is a movie that was recommended to me a long ass time ago by my homie Jess, who is the only other flesh and blood person I have met in real life that I sort of watch horror movies with. And I still have not seen it, but I've heard it's very good, and I'm looking forward to getting it. And god damn it, it was a Second Sight limited edition set, and it had to be mine. So there you go. Boom. So there you go. That is my haul. What do you guys think of these movies? What was your favorite out of all these? Did you like Saint Maud? Let me know. That seems to be a pretty divisive movie. Yeah, anyway. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, friendos.